Welcome to part 1 of making a corset, and for any of you technique nerds, no, this isn't a real corset, but I've never made anything like this before, so this is super exciting. So to create the pattern, I'm going to just tape myself up, and I'm just going to use 1/4 of my body and go from there, honestly. And so, okay, so I'm lining where I want the boning, where I want each piece, how tall I want it, the shape, everything. And I'm gonna cut that out and put that onto some cardboard. And here are my pieces. So I decided to do a little mock-up, and oh my gosh. Listen, I've never done anything like this before, so I'm so freaking excited. Welcome to part 2 of making my corset. So we're going into the real fabric this time, and I'm cutting my pieces. I have this beautiful flower embroider that I want to be the top layer. And so I'm just gonna base stitch that to the purple and then put those pieces together. Then I pressed my seams and I sewed in the boning. I did it right on my sewing lines that I marked with each piece pattern. And this actually went pretty well, I'd say, for my first time ever. Okay, I'll see you in part 3. Welcome to part 3 of making a corset. I'm starting off with making some bias tape, and I learned this little trick off of TikTok. And I didn't record this part, but I did make the inner lining, and I also lined that up with some felt and added in the loops. And here's the front outer layer with the boning. I did add some extra boning on that as well for some extra structure, but I went ahead and I sewed right sides together. This was so scary, but I was so excited to see the final results. So let's flip it. And look at this. I still need to sew and finish off the bottom, and then I also need to make a longer ribbon for the back. But oh my gosh, I cannot believe that this is freaking turning out. I'm so excited. And the best part is I think I can have this be reversible, because the lining part that I did is just so beautiful. It gives me Rapunzel vibes. So let's finish making my first ever corset. So I added bias tape to the bottom edge, and I decided to do 2 parallel straight stitches just for a little extra whimsy. I ended up adding Christmas ribbon to the back, and I think it actually super beautiful and very delicate. That is it. I cannot believe that it turned out. I love it so much.